This is Chicago's very own WGN Midday News.
And still to come in today's Midday Fix, how to make a pond in a pot. We are learning about small space aquatic gardening for your summer landscaping with 2 Bloom. Oh, wait till you see this in today's Midday Fix. 2 Bloom is back, and he's showing us how to set up an aquatic garden, even if you don't have a huge backyard or a big budget. You won't believe how inexpensively you can have this wonderful little pond in your yard. And listen for a second. Listen to how peaceful that is. Isn't that fabulous? Hi, too.
Yes, it's very popular. Hi, how are you?
Thank you for coming in. Okay, so is it challenging to do this, to get these plants all to survive here?
No, and actually it's really, really low maintenance. A lot of the products that have been provided here were made and manufactured by Aquascapes. And again, this is fiberglass with fiber resin, and this is a stone facade that is...
It looks stone, which is wonderful, so it looks beautiful in your yard.
And it's totally lightweight, durable, very low maintenance, especially even the plants. It's not like a container garden where you have to water. They're sitting in water already.
Exactly.
So you just have to fill it back up when it's low, and with a vestibule this big, I mean, it's like, sometimes it's once a month, maybe less, depending on how much splatter you have and, you know, how high the heat is. And there's all these different accents that makes it so exciting, you know?
Okay, before we talk about those, because Steve and I were saying right away, we're like, uh-oh, standing water.
Right.
And there's been such a concern over mosquitoes, and then we've been talking about the Zika virus maybe coming to the United States. So I think people are reluctant maybe to do these, but you say this will actually keep mosquitoes away?
Actually, if you have aquatic life in here that includes like koi fish, I have a ton of koi, they actually eat the mosquito larvae. So that's kind of like a part of their food, the food chain, if you will. And then other things that you can do is you can actually, there are mosquito dunks that you can use, and it you know, some of it lasts for like 30 days or more, where you just leave a dunk and it's done. It doesn't hurt the plants, it doesn't hurt the fish in there. Very low maintenance.
All right, so we're gonna have fewer mosquitoes in our yard, and we're gonna have these fabulous little containers here.
Exactly.
Okay, so my first thought when I came up was, oh, this is gonna be really expensive.
No, I mean, these, again, before we used to probably have to invest, you know, a couple thousand to get a nice pond in. Then you have to, you know,
you had to dig it out,
put the
plastic liner.
These range from a couple hundred on upwards, especially with the larger size. But I mean, it's such a cool investment for small space or even indoor offices. You're starting to walk into offices where they have these displays now. It's so serene.
And then the fountains can be purchased separately. Those are, you know, you've got the little bird fountain over here, and then you've got the bamboo here.
Exactly, and you can actually, you know, there's a lot of projects out there where you can fabricate your own fountains, where you can connect up a container, tilt it sideways, and just, you need a cheap little pump, maybe like 15, 20 bucks, and that's, you know, that's what some of these pumps provide. It's just the circulation outside of these ornaments and these fountain tops here.
Okay, now when I go to buy the plants for it, because it's one thing to be able to buy this, you know, so when we're getting the plants, what are the plants that I want to look for to go inside here?
So
this is gorgeous.
Full sun, and this is a trick that I did. This is not an aquatic plant. This is a cymbidium orchid. Now, if you'll notice, I actually just set it in a vase inside there, so it's actually not directly sitting in water. So I love to add, you know, a floriferous look like this to aquatic gardens without having to, you know, sabotage the plant's root system by setting it in root.
That was the trick.
So
Did you see that?
You can kind of play around with it. But there's a lot of plants. I mean, there's like these small water irises, water lettuce, water hyacinth as well. And you just have to kind of, you know, toggle around with the idea whether or not you want it in full sun or shade, and you go from there. I mean, there's a lot of plants that works with these simple aquatic garden setups.
So that's a water lettuce. It looks a little like a lily pad or something in there, right?
That's their name. It's a water lettuce. Of course, when you have koi fish, the other thing you'll have to consider too, or any type of fish, shubunkins, goldfish, you'll have to have, you know, a proper filter in there, and usually they come in a very simple box where you can clean it out, and aeration as well. And anything that has fountain where water's jetting in, that's great aeration for the aquatic life.
Perfect. Okay, now if you're going to have koi fish in these, let's say this big one, how many would you get? Because they can get quite large, and you want them to have some space in here, but you want them to have friends, right?
Right, you do want them to have friends. So one cool thing that I've learned with raising koi is that they'll only grow up to a certain size based on their environment. So they're actually, their body's biology like inhibits them from outgrowing a space.
So get them as babies first and
Yes,
put them in here and they'll grow to their
exactly.
environment.
And if you're going to get like a medium-sized one that's, you know, say 6 to 8 inches, get about 2 or 3. They'll love this environment, and the kids love them too. They're
Oh my
great.
gosh. This is such a wonderful inspiration, too. Thank you so much for being here. You can always get more inspiration and information at twobloom.com, and we'll link you right there from our webpage if you want to watch this again and copy some of the ideas in your own garden. WGNTV.com/midday.